Hello, students. Welcome to Supergrads. So the final countdown has begun, and I'm sure your heartbeat has started racing. That's the reason why we are here with this amazing series to help you prepare better for your upcoming paper. Today, in this section, we will talk about a topic that is really crucial because it works like a foundation to a lot of other topics in grammar. So let's take a look at some concepts around tenses and a lot of things concerned or related to tenses. So पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं इस चीज से कि टेंसेस है क्या और ये काम कैसे करते हैं. देन वील वर्क अराउंड सम क्वेश्चंस, कुछ बेसिक, फिर ग्रेजुअली अच्छे लेवल पे चलेंगे और कुछ अच्छे क्वेश्चंस को साथ में प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. सो टेंसेस है क्या? फिर सबसे सिंपल टेंस है टाइम. अब टेंस अगर टाइम है और हमने बचपन में सीखा था प्रेजेंट टेंस, पास्ट टेंस और फ्यूचर टेंस, राइट? तो हम असेंशली किस चीज़ की बात कर रहे हैं? प्रेजेंट टाइम, पास्ट टाइम और फ्यूचर टाइम की. नाउ इसे हमने और सब कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड किया जिसको हमने बोला प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट या प्रेजेंट सिंपल. सिमिलरली पास्ट सिंपल और पास्ट इंडेफिनिट और फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट और फ्यूचर सिंपल. देन दूसरी कैटेगरी जो हमने बनाई दैट वाज प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, past continuous and future continuous. Then तीसरी जो हमने कैटेगरी बनाई वो है present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. Then we have present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. अब ये तो कुछ बड़ी बड़ी बातें हो गई. इसका मतलब क्या है? क्या होता है प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट? क्यों ज़रूरत पड़ी हमें पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस? सिर्फ पास्ट सिंपल पास्ट से काम क्यों नहीं चला लिया हमने? ये चीज हम समझेंगे फटाफट से एंड इसके ऊपर कुछ अच्छे क्वेश्चंस को देखेंगे. सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. जी, सिंपल प्रेजेंट हमें तब यूज करना चाहिए जब हम बात करते वक्त कुछ भी ऐसा कहना चाहते हैं जो हैबिचुअल है, यूनिवर्सल है या फैक्चुअल है या कुछ ऐसा जो रिपीट होगा, जो रेगुलर है नेचर में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल से द वाटर फ्लोज, द रिवर वाटर से फ्लोज एंड इट गोज टू मीट द सी. सो वो हमेशा नदी हमेशा बहती है. मे बी नदी इस वक्त बह रही है. सो इफ आई वॉन्ट टू से कि कोई काम अभी हो रहा है, आई से द रिवर इज फ्लोइंग नाउ. तो कोई काम जो होता है दैट्स सिंपल प्रेजेंट और कोई काम जो अभी हो रहा है दैट्स प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द फॉर्म ऑफ दीज टू. So if I'm talking about simple present, we generally take the subject and this is followed by a verb. Now the only thing that we need to keep in mind is कि अगर हमारा सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर होता है तो हम सिंगुलर वर्ब लेते हैं. सिंगुलर वर्ब वो वर्ब होता है जिसके एंड में एस लगा हो, जैसे रिवर फ्लोज एंड रिवर्स फ्लो. नाउ दिस वाज अबाउट प्रेजेंट सिंपल, दैट इज simple present or present. It's buffering. Um, just refresh once, maybe it'll help, Akash. And then let's talk about present continuous. Now present continuous क्या है? जब इसका फॉर्म क्या है? सी बात तो वही है कि कोई काम जो इस वक्त बात करते वक्त हो रहा है, दैट्स प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस. मगर ये इसका सिंटेक्स क्या है, इसका फॉर्मेट क्या है? सो वी जनरली टेक द सब्जेक्ट and we place helping verb, that is, am, are plus verb plus ing. So that's the syntax that we use. See, let's take a look at another example. So Akash is talking to me right now. The video is lagging. All right, children, let me see. The video is lagging. Let me get this fixed. All right, students, so hopefully the problem will fix now. Let's just continue the session. So we were talking about the tenses, and let's understand certain other important aspects. So see, say the sentence is the boys are participating in the discussion. So look at the structure. So we've used are plus verb plus ing. So we've essentially used present continuous form here. The reason being ये काम अभी हो रहा है at the time of speaking. So it's an ongoing action at the time of speaking. Now see, um, present perfect हम यूज करते हैं जब हम किसी भी ऐसी चीज की बात कर रहे हैं जो probably पास्ट में स्टार्ट हुई, या तो वो बिल्कुल अभी प्रेजेंट में खत्म हुई है, या इवन इफ इट्स अनफिनिश्ड इट हैज सम रेलेवेंस इन द प्रेजेंट. सो लेट्स से द I have seen this movie. Now, what do I mean by this? Say, I have seen the movie, so the action is complete, but the relevance is there. So I don't want to time bound this sentence. I just want to present some information that probably has some impact in the present. So the syntax that we use here is either has or have, depending on the singular or plural subject. Plus, we use the third form of the verb. That's how we go about it. Then comes the present perfect continuous. ये कुछ ऐसा दिखता है देखने में. Say, the child has been waiting to see his mother maybe for an hour now. Now, what did we do here? See, has been waiting to see his mother. That's the syntax. And the other very important thing, कि काम शुरू कब से हुआ. So प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस में कौन से एलिमेंट्स होंगे? एक उसमें प्रेजेंट टेंस है, सो वी आर एसेंशियली टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रेजेंट टेंस. देन वी हैव ईदर हैज और हैव डिपेंडिंग ऑन द सब्जेक्ट. वी इंट्रोड्यूस बिन टू बैलेंस द सेंटेंस. वी यूज द वर्ब इन इट्स आईएनजी फॉर्म. ये तो इसका सिंटेक्स है, लेकिन इसका एक एसेंशियल कंपोनेंट क्या है कि इसमें हमें ड्यूरेशन पता होता है कि कोई काम कब शुरू हुआ जो अभी तक चल रहा है. सो दैट्स हाउ दिस वन वर्क्स. Now, if I were to talk about past tense, so बिल्कुल सेम फैशन में ये भी काम करेगा. Let's understand कैसे. Let's use this space here, or maybe let's use this space here. And then probably we'll come back and discuss those exercises. Okay, so this is, so past tense will, simple past tense will essentially talk about anything that happened at some point of that of time in the past, और इस वक्त जब हम बात कर रहे हैं. The issue will correct itself, don't worry, okay? Give it a moment, it'll fix, okay? So simple past means, let's say they went to, somehow I'm getting your messages instantly. So they went to, let's say, China last year. So अगर वो लोग चाइना लास्ट ईयर गए थे, तो इस वक्त तो बात खत्म हो चुकी है, अब उसका कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं है. सो कोई भी वो काम जो पास्ट में हो गया जिसका अब कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं है, वो है सिंपल पास्ट टेंस. सो व्हाट डू वी डू हियर? वी टेक द सब्जेक्ट एंड वी टेक द वर्ब in its second form. That's what we do. Past continuous, again we will talk about an ongoing action that happened at some point of time in the past. So say they were dancing to the tunes of, say, XYZ song when I called them yesterday. Now see, what did I do here? So हमने बोला यहाँ पर was या were, plus verb plus ing. But then we are talking about some point of time in the past. So if I just talk about broadly, it's just past tense. I should ideally use past simple. But if I'm talking about a point of an ongoing action at some point of time in the past, the right tense to be used is past continuous tense. Now comes past perfect, very interesting tense. Now here we talk about at least two activities that happened in a sequence. कोई भी दो काम जो sequence में हुए, एक के बाद एक हुए, simultaneously नहीं. Just refresh your screen, maybe it will help people because I am getting your comments. So I'm sure things are okay. Just refresh. I'm sure it will fix. So, past perfect, we are essentially talking about more than one activity that happened one after the other. कोई काम जो एक के बाद एक हुआ, okay? जैसे they ate first, they um, put the dishes aside next. So, they probably ate first and then they did something else. So, they had eaten before they put the dishes aside. सी इसमें दो काम हुए हमारे पास इस सेंटेंस में एक उन्होंने कुछ खाया एंड सेकेंड उन्होंने डिशेस को एक तरफ रखा तो जो काम पहले हुआ वहां हम यूज करते हैं पास्ट परफेक्ट दैट इज हैड प्लस थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब एंड जो काम बाद में हुआ वी यूज इट इन सिंपल पास्ट फॉर्म एज सिंपल एज दैट एक एग्जाम्पल और देखते हैं इसका सो इफ माई सेंटेंस इज वी watched the movie. Hey, Javad, I'm sorry. We watched the movie. We went for a walk. Now, it looks apparently we watched the movie first and then we went for a walk. आप इन्हें अगर दो इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंसेस की तरह यूज करते हो so there is nothing wrong using past simple in both of them. But if you want to combine them and use them as one sentence, so सही क्या होगा अगर हम जो काम पहले हुआ है जो दिख रहा है कि पहले हुआ है वहां हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करें और जो काम बाद में हुआ है वहां हम सिंपल पास्ट टेंस यूज कर लें. So see, we had watched the movie before we went for a walk. Let's just say हम पहले वॉक करने गए थे फिर हमने मूवी देखी. अगर कुछ ऐसा हुआ होता तो सेंटेंस कैसे बन सकता था? We had gone for a walk before we watched the movie. आप सेंटेंस को कैसे भी स्ट्रक्चर कर सकते हो एज लॉन्ग एज योर कॉन्सेप्ट इज स्ट्रेट योर कॉन्सेप्ट इज क्लियर सेंटेंस सही ही बनेगा. इसे हम दूसरे तरह से भी बना सकते हैं. से वी watched a movie or the movie whatever it was after we had gone for a walk. See, either ways सेंटेंस क्लियरली बता रहा है कि पहले ये वाला काम हुआ बाद में ये वाला काम हुआ. So that's how this works. Very simple, very systematic. Now let's talk about past perfect continuous. So elements क्या होंगे इसके? Past होगा, perfect होगा, continuous होगा. So कुछ ऐसा दिखेगा ये. Say Abhishek had been reading a book for an hour before he decided to go out. Now see, क्या किया इसमें हमने? So past है, perfect है, continuous है, and important क्या है? इसमें हमें duration पता है कि भाई बाहर जाने से पहले उसने 1 घंटा तो कम से कम पढ़ाई करी थी. Now in the same manner we use present future simple. So कुछ ऐसा दिखता है ये. Say Jawad will write his paper well. तो वो करेगा. He will write. Say, Bodh solver will be writing his paper at 9 a.m. on 2nd July. So at some point of time कोई एक्शन है जो चल रहा होगा फ्यूचर में. Say, Bodh solver will have written his paper by 12 noon on 2nd July. So at some point of time कोई काम है जो फ्यूचर में खत्म हो चुका होगा. Bodh solver will have been writing his paper for 2 hours at 12 noon on 2nd July. So अगर हम ड्यूरेशन की बात करें तो बोथ सॉल्वर अपना पेपर ऑलमोस्ट 2 घंटे से लिख रहा होगा एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इन द फ्यूचर. So very systematic people, very very systematic. And if this is clear to you, let's take a look at some basic questions, and then as you can see there are some really good questions for you to solve. We'll come back and we will discuss them. Now let's see. It would be great if you could help me get the answers. So I'll read the question for you. This is, each set of following sentences comprises three alternatives A, B, C. You need to choose the most suitable alternative in accordance with the correct tense, correct use of tense. So he seldom has fatty food. He is seldom having fatty food. He has seldom fatty food. See, sentence में seldom है. Seldom का मतलब होता है rarely ever. और ऐसे एडवर्ब्स जब भी सेंटेंस में हो, ऑफन, सेल्डम, नेवर, एवर, ये हमेशा एक ब्रॉड कॉन्सेप्ट की बात करते हैं. तो जब ऐसे वर्ड्स हमें सेंटेंस में दिखे, हमें समझ में आना चाहिए कि हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस की बात करें. नाउ which out of these three talks about simple present tense? So he seldom has fatty food. He's seldom having fatty food. This is present continuous. And he has had fatty food. This is present perfect. Well, the answer to this one should be option A. रीजन बीइंग, हम बात करें कि वो ज्यादातर नहीं खाता fatty food. So we are talking about a broad habit, something, not even say something that's like him. So has to be simple present form. So the answer would be A. She had brushed her teeth every night. Now see, every night वो रोज रात को करती है. अब अगर वो रोज रात को कोई काम कर रही है तो उसे क्या होना चाहिए आइडियली? Simple present form. So had brushed, wrong, that's past perfect. Brushes her teeth, looks okay. Is brushing her teeth every night. भाई अगर वो आज रात को ब्रश कर रही होती तो हम इस ब्रशिंग बोल लेते, लेकिन वो रोज करती है, and if it is रोज, has to be simple present. So the answer would be option B. She did not cook her breakfast yet. She has cooked her breakfast yet. She has not cooked her breakfast yet. Now yet tells us कि कोई काम है जो अभी तक हुआ नहीं है. So अगर हुआ नहीं है, has to be she has not cooked her breakfast yet. I found that my pocket was picked. सी, यहाँ पर दो काम हुए. एक मुझे पता चला और दूसरा somebody has picked my pocket. दो काम हुए हैं. So अगर दो काम हुए हैं, what do we do? So एक काम I found and second my pocket had been picked. So अगर एक part of the sentence simple past है, so दूसरा sentence, I mean दूसरा part simple present या present perfect नहीं हो सकता. दो काम हुए हैं, पहले एक काम हुआ, फिर दूसरा काम हुआ. Ideally, we are talking about, we are looking at past perfect form. So I found that my pocket had been picked. Should be the right answer. Now let's take a look at some more questions. So this says, in the following questions, a sentence is given followed by four options. You need to select the option that replaces the sentence or its part correctly. Slow and steady win the race. Now see, slow and steady look like two terms, but they represent one unit as such. So it should be slowly and steady wins the race. This is grammatically wrong. Slow and steadily wins the race again, grammatical mistake. Slow and steady wins the race. See again, though they look like two, but they act as one unit. That's how it is. So they, since they act like one, so we'll take a singular verb, that is the verb with an S. I as well as you are to blame. Now कुछ expressions हैं English language में such as well as, besides, along with, and some more. इनके साथ हमारा सब्जेक्ट हमेशा जो इससे पहले लिखा होता है वो होता है, ये पार्ट सब्जेक्ट का पार्ट नहीं होता। तो एज वेल एज के बाद जो भी लिखा होगा ये पार्ट सब्जेक्ट का पार्ट नहीं माना जाता। अब अगर ये सब्जेक्ट का पार्ट नहीं है तो हमारा वर्ब इससे इम्पैक्ट भी नहीं होगा। सो we'll just take a look at what is written before this expression and then we'll choose the verb accordingly. तो हम अगर सोचे ये होता ही नहीं क्योंकि सब्जेक्ट का पार्ट तो नहीं है, आई आर टू ब्लेम वैसे भी गलत होता, आई इज टू ब्लेम गलत होता, आई विल टू ब्लेम गलत होता, आई एम टू ब्लेम। सी आई के साथ हम एम यूज करते हैं। सो द राइट आंसर इन दिस केस वुड बी ऑप्शन सी। You did not do so, nor did he. Now, you did not do so, nor did he did. Sorry. So, जब भी ये sentence में inversion होता है, inversion as in we've used anything that begins with a no. So, उस case में the right structure is कि inversion जहाँ भी हो, उसके बाद हम modal auxiliary या फिर helping verb place करें and then we place the verb or the noun or the pronoun. So इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है, ये did की पोजीशन गलत है, इसे यहाँ होना चाहिए था आफ्टर nor. So let's see. You did not do so, he nor did. ये सेंटेंस गलत है. You did not so do so, nor did he. This is okay. He did nor. Well, this is wrong. So the right answer in this case would be nor did he, because this is the structure that we need to have a grammatically correct sentence. Dave along with his aunts were present at the party. Along with अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था this is as good as not being there. अब अगर ये है ही नहीं तो हमारा सब्जेक्ट इससे अग्री करना चाहिए. So Dave along with his aunt was present at the party should be the right answer. यहाँ भी वर गलत है और यहाँ पर भी वर गलत है. इससे नहीं फर्क पड़ता कि एक आंट थी या ज्यादा आंट्स थी. This part is as good as not being there. So we just should focus on this part that is written before um, along with or as well as part. Another very interesting concept. एक concept है English language में which is many a. Now beauty of this concept is कि many a के साथ हमेशा singular subject use होता है and this is followed by a singular verb. That's a pattern that we follow. So many a girls गलत है और have गलत है यहाँ पर. हमें चाहिए many a के साथ singular subject and a singular verb. And इसका मतलब plural ही होता है. So this actually means many girls. But this is just a way of writing or presenting a thought. Now, many a girl यहाँ तो ठीक हो गया लेकिन ये have गलत है because have plural verb है. Many a girls ये भी गलत है. Many a girl has gone to see the movie. Now see, this is grammatically right. लिखा जरूर है हमने many a girl has gone to see the movie लेकिन हम कह रहे हैं many girls have gone to see the movie. That is what the sentence means or implies. Now we'll take a look at another aspect which is related to the conditional sentences. Now conditional sentences को चार parts में हमने divide करा. Zero condition, it only talks about anything that's universal in nature. So if the baby is hungry, he cries. So अगर baby hungry होगा तो वो रोएगा. So this part is in simple present form and the impact is also in simple present form. Second condition. The first condition actually. This is zero. Now first. If the baby sees his mother, he will smile. तो जब वो अपनी माँ को देखेगा वो मुस्कुराएगा. So when we use the first condition, the impact, the resultant side will always have simple future. Let's understand the second condition now. Now, this one talks about present, even future, but it's unlikely. It talks about an unlikely situation, unrealistic situation. So, if she has money, I'm sorry, if she had money, she would go on a world tour. तो ना उसके पास पैसे हैं ना वो वर्ल्ड टूर पे जाएगी. But we are talking about an unlikely situation. Let's talk about the third condition now. Now, this talks about an unrealistic situation in the past. So, if she wanted she would have called me. So, इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, जो if साइड है वहाँ हम past perfect tense यूज करते हैं, एंड जो इसका रिजल्ट साइड है वहाँ हम would have and third form of the verb use करते हैं. So it's very systematic, very logical in its approach, and generally doesn't go wrong. So let's take a look at some sentences here. So if we dash in Delhi, we dash to the Red Fort together. तो अगर हम दिल्ली में होते तो हम रेड फोर्ट साथ में जाते. Now we'll look at the options and we'll see which option fits perfectly over there. So if we were in Delhi, we could go. So this is essentially the second condition, works well. वर के साथ विल बी नहीं हो सकता, हैड बीन के साथ वुड बी एबल टू गो नहीं हो सकता, हैड बीन के साथ वुड गो नहीं हो सकता. ये स्ट्रक्चर गलत हो जाएगा. सो द राइट आंसर चॉइस फॉर द फर्स्ट सेंटेंस वुड बी ऑप्शन ए. If it weren't for the teachers in a country, the new generations dash ignorant. Now see, यहाँ है हमारे पास weren't. Again, we are talking about the second condition. So second condition का rule क्या था? If plus simple past in the if side and would plus base form of the verb in the impact or the result side. So if it weren't for the teachers, the new generations would have been, will have been, would be. So यहाँ पे fit ही सिर्फ would be हो सकता है और कुछ fit ही नहीं होगा यहाँ पर because of the information that's already there. It's very structured, very logically structured. If it hadn't been for the teachers, the new generations. Now see, hadn't been. We're looking at the third condition here. So what does it say? Say had and third form of the verb in the if side, and this is followed by would have plus third form of the verb in the resultant side. So would have been. Well, this should ideally be the answer. So let's read this together. So it will become, hey Rohit, if it hadn't been for teachers in the country, the new generations would have been ignorant. So see, it's a perfect balance. इस साइड पे जो आएगा उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए जो आता है वही दूसरी साइड पर आएगा, कुछ और वहां पर नहीं आ सकता. That's how it works. It's that logical. So if we understand how the conditions work, we'll never get the answers wrong. I guess we have understood certain basics, and now it's time we take a look at some exercises together and try to get the answers on our own. So let's read the question. This says, in the following question, some parts of sentence may have errors. So we need to find the error and say we need to select the appropriate option. And if at all the sentence is error free, we need to select no error. Well, I've made sure कि no error आज आपको नहीं मिले. हम errors ढूंढेंगे, हम उन्हें correct करेंगे और हम उनका logic भी समझेंगे. You are learning English for last 1 year, but you show no improvement whatsoever. Now see, इसमें problem कहाँ है? Let's take a look at the sentences in parts. So, you are learning English for last 1 year. हमें इसमें ड्यूरेशन पता है कि हम कब से इंग्लिश पढ़ रहे हैं. तो अगर हमें ड्यूरेशन पता है तो यहाँ पर क्या होना चाहिए? प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. So you have been learning English for the last 1 year, but you show no improvement whatsoever. So that's how this one will go. Let's take a look at the next one. My friend, being unwilling to attend the court at an early hour of the morning, sent a letter explaining why could he not obey. Now see, let's take a look at the sentence and parts. My friend being unwilling to attend. भाई मेरा friend attend नहीं करना चाहता था. The court at an early hour. Looks like there's nothing wrong. Of the morning sent a letter. Why could he not? Now see, अगर direct बात हुई होती. The sentence says, say, my friend said, why can't you obey? सी, जब हम डायरेक्ट स्पीच में बात करते हैं और हम सवाल पूछते हैं, जनरली अगर आप किसी से सवाल पूछते हैं तो क्वेश्चन वर्ड के बाद, WH वर्ड के बाद वी प्लेस द हेल्पिंग वर्ब, राइट? दैट्स हाउ इट इज. नाउ अगर यहाँ पर हेल्पिंग वर्ब आना चाहिए और इसी को अगर हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में प्रेजेंट करेंगे तो इस हेल्पिंग वर्ब की पोजीशन चेंज हो जाएगी और वो नियरेस्ट नाउन और प्रोनाउन के आगे चला जाएगा. सो सी, यहाँ पर हमने लिखा वाई ही कुड ही नॉट, जबकि ये होना चाहिए था स्ट्रक्चर वाई ही कुड नॉट, बिकॉज ये सेंटेंस डायरेक्ट स्पीच में नहीं है. ये रूल कि पहले क्वेश्चन वर्ड के बाद हेल्पिंग वर्ब. Generally both bilingual, English and Hindi, or maybe sometimes depending on the students, just English. So um, okay, where was I? So when we talk about direct speech, we use the structure helping verb first, followed by the noun or the pronoun or the subject for that matter. But when we're using, say, anything in indirect speech, the structure